Hello Chaoscraft fans, and welcome to just another general update. As you guys can see, the score right now is 2,510, and when I left last night, I think it was about here or somewhere in this range, there was a crafting table in the trees, and I left the crosshairs right on it, and when I woke up this morning and checked, they were gone. But on the plus side, they did run consistently all night, which is really a good thing. In theory, I need to have better tracking software. No, in fact, I need to have better tracking software. In theory, they may have been, the species may have been maxing out their scores because we don't really reward a lot more past crafting a crafting table, except crafting a tool. And I haven't seen that one yet. And I'm looking back here and I'm not seeing a lot. I guess I could go and look at the logs and go through the logs for the evening and see if anybody did like a pickaxe or something like that. No axes, hoe, sword. So I'm not seeing tools. Maybe it's just... So they do craft sticks. So I'll have to look into what's going on with that, because we should see some tools by now. So yes, I'm going to show you guys a quick video. Someday I swear I'm going to buy some editing software and actually edit stuff, but for today, Super Jerry found this unique bug. I'm going to play that again. I don't know what's happening there, but it looks like the guy's placing and tossing saplings, trees, like just not quite sure. And he showed me the inventory. It looked like this guy had like 64. Look at the floor there. Look at that. His guys are just placing, very active in placing those wooden doors. But yeah, 64 of everything. He's also got a new neural net view we're working on right now, which I don't have in this build that I'm running, but it looks a heck of a lot better than what we've got going on. So that'll be cool. I don't know, I think if anybody was following my work on Friday, I beefed up observe mode so you can actually see the outputs update on the screen there in a way. So you just those are the values of the neurons. It's not pretty, but the tricky part was actually sitting, since Minecraft as a mod runs both as a client and a server. So like even when you're playing single player on your own computer, it actually boots up a server on your computer and a client side, like where the screen renders and stuff. So I have to send data from one to the other. But on the plus side, now that I'm figuring out how that works, we can actually start designing this thing to run in a way where we can have multiple people training on a single server. So I would put up we'll put a Minecraft server somewhere online. We will do this, and then a bunch of people can contribute CPU power and have their organisms running. This guy's in a wall. I did push out a fix to make this easier, but it turned it better, and it has been less likely to happen, but it still happens on occasion. Yeah, so we can now that I've got this message thing. Oh, there's a trapdoor. This guy's not that active in his. I wish I could see his inputs, but you can see his outputs are pretty static there. His walk forward output is just above horizontal there. I've got some plans. I got a lot of plans. I got so many different plans on where to take this thing. I just don't even know which one to focus on next. I started writing the targeting system, and that looks kind of cool. I want to add memory as soon as possible so they can have some memory neurons. I've got some ideas how to give some neuroplasticity to this, so that way when they encounter a new item in the wild, they can try and formulate a thought about it, a new, some type of new behavior. Real-time back propagation of sorts, which is, and reward prediction. I want to add that, so they can try and predict what, if they're going to get a reward or not, and then actually use the output of that neuron to dictate their behavior. So like, oh, I'm going to get penalized soon, and be like, oh, I should probably stop. They can use that output as an input to feed if they should go and change direction or change course. I really want to add the skin stuff I was talking about before, where they've got different, more skins than just Morty, and then those are actually biological traits they can base behavior off of. Another interesting thing is I watched a documentary last night on Amazon about the painted African wolves and like their behaviors, and they're really interesting pack hunters. I think I can't remember what the name of it was. Maybe Tate's Pack or something like that. Because the head person's name was Tate. The head alpha female wolf was Tate, and it was really interesting to look at and see how all the different species were interacting just in the wild like that. It's I would love to have something like that here, where we've just got, or I'm announcing oh crikey, we've got such and such, and they've been alive for hours. So we may switch back to more of a survival focus, longer term, similar to how we did with Chaos Craft 1, where they've got longer to survive. But I'm thinking I'm going to add in basically an energy variable or something like that functions more like stamina in addition, and implement hunger, but on a faster wave. And if they don't have food, then they die, instead of just staying at low health, and seeing what type of behavior we get, instead of these quick little one, these guys basically have 30 seconds to live and they have to earn more, which is cool because they're learning how to do stuff. They mine wood, which gives them a little extra life. They mine wood like it's their job. And they craft any random old thing they can find, but a lot of them are crafting planks. You see, there, this guy's top output neurons are craft log and craft, or equip log and craft planks. So, and you can see it in there. Oop, I didn't want to do that. And they're neural nets that evidently equipped rotten flesh is in this guy's neural net. But there we go, craft planks is the top of the list. Equip egg. So, I've got a lot of stuff I want to do there. A lot of things that things on the list. So before I sign off, I think we're up to 6 people now running the training software. Maybe 7, but 6 people at least. So I want to thank you guys. I've got a list of them. 0xFFFF is one of them, who's also a patron. There we go. He's awesome. So thanks for sponsoring. Thanks for running this. Yeah, I don't have everybody's name in front of me, and I could click over because I've been DMing him, but I'm afraid a password might pop on the screen, so I'm just, hey, he's talking too. Yeah, Zekromanian, it's helping too, so thank you guys. And a big thanks to our newest patron who, for God's sakes, I got this ready right before. Okay, I guess I'll thank you in the next video. The laptop that I signed up for this account on and I actually managed it wants me to verify it. It's oh, I'll just have it all ready to go so I know my patron's name. Well, thank you, new patron. I will thank you by name next video, hopefully. When Patreon's not screwing with me. So until next time, check us out on live stream. I'm going to try and do a Friday live stream around somewhere in the early afternoon, Central U.S. time. So hopefully you guys will if you guys are interested. We had a pretty good chat. Considered it was a little slow at first, but we had a pretty good chat towards the end. This most recent Friday, good questions and stuff. So I'll be on there. Otherwise, check us out on Discord. And I'd love to hear your feedback on my thoughts on changing to a longer-term survival stuff. That would be awesome. I think we're going to see more interesting behaviors. So, take care.